Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000.
Nobody goes his way, bro.
Around that number today.
Nah, I ain't broadcasting no more after what they did to me yesterday. I told them niggas, no more broadcast.
Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions.
Sorry, Josh.
Set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Niggas won't let me watch their game. They don't want me to see their little game plan, but they won't look at mine all day now. Damn.
Probably should have stayed in the end
I thought I got
zone.
shook.
Muster return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
Bro, that nigga caught that.
Green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's that tight end they told me to watch.
Result, 21 yards.
It's a good catch, though. Gotta give it.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's third down.
Good thing your nigga ran out of bounds.
Options as far as who to throw to on
you threw it away?
Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL.
What a tight end.
That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Hell of a route.
Galladay, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Throw that bitch out there. Shit.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tavon Austin. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Right, set, 53.
Come on. Man left, man left. 4 down. Check 3, check 3.
Hey, 66.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You keep to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down,
this nigga got niggas flying all over the ground. Niggas still rolling.
And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
To throw, it's Brady. And his guys
good read, bro.
Midfield at the 50-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford, and he's going to go down.
And threw that nigga forward.
At the 49. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try to...
Bro, I thought he caught that, bro. I thought he caught that. They was like floating on top of the ball, bro.
But it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Brady eluding the pressure right. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. After 7-0.
Bro, I hate when it happens, bro. I can't even change my depth chart, bro.
Hold your breathe. Stop.
That nigga told him, suck my dick, nigga. Nigga, nobody beating Braves. Yeah. I don't know how you got out of there alive. And killed Phillip Rivers.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Bro, how did you get in front of that one, bro? Be honest.
Better against man, because now you're running
Oh,
away
Vikings
from
are traded for a
someone,
kicker
and you're not
by
running
downtown.
into a defensive player in another zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram.
Yeah.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Nigga, you know I got that nigga from the Cowboys on the left. I ain't gonna talk about the right side, but the left side I got the Cowboys nigga.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying
that
this
nigga that's a
thing
94, Tyrone
up.
Smith. Nigga, I went 10 plays, 95 yards. Nigga. That nigga had a real NFL drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I was coming down here hard, too.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now this one comes downfield on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You don't want none. Switch.
Good boy, A-Rod be putting in that money.
On the toss, here's Johnson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Stafford with a give. This is Riddick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game.
Hell yeah!
Big-time wrestler in high school.
You go for it, though.
Very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina.
Oh, you already had left?
Lady! Yellow lady! Yellow lady!
And Stafford's going to take it himself.
You motherfucker.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but
Hell
no,
bro. Good play call. I couldn't even get my defense to adjust to that shit either.
On the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They try the left side with Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 50, Stafford. Oh, a scrap for the
wow, who caught that? Galladay, bro. This nigga is killing me.
A gain of 20 and a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught.
Goddamn.
Back judge right there to say incomplete.
Nigga.
Incomplete as he was knocked as he
That
threw
nigga,
it.
I think his jump ball shit got to be dumb high, nigga.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkins.
Nigga, blast him a damn DB.
Finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To the air again. Stafford. This is caught.
Bro, this nigga catch everything.
2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him.
Niggas gonna quit testing my motherfucking user, Bree.
30, 20, 10, and he will take
Nigga say, oh my God.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something?
Yeah, I wasn't ready to get under it.
With an exclamation mark?
Exclamation.
And he threw eyes gonna flow right over my head,
What would you do
nigga.
with that?
Ampersand? I like it. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone.
Bro, what the hell?
Ty Johnson with his first career
No,
NFL touchdown.
bro. Oh my God, bro. They took David completely out, nigga.
Tying this thing up.
You ain't catching nobody.
Well, he made the right
Bro, the
choice by
nigga,
result.
bro, I'm right on the nigga, bro. And I dove in. That nigga went 10 yards ahead after the dive, nigga.
Instead of the 20.
That shit crazy. And on top of that, that happened every game. They got scored. And, oh my God.
Resulted in more kneel downs.
This is a lot of fuck ups going on right now.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it?
I scored
When
it.
they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus you're giving up yardage.
Hell no. Nigga, what the hell was that, dog?
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram.
I got 2 missed field goals.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
That nigga right here, they been like Barry Sanders, nigga.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Now Brady. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin.
It's pass interference anyway.
Might go all the way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Oh, man,
Bailey's
thank
kick
God.
is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I would have to approach it way different if I wouldn't have got good field position. I just ran the ball. So I'd have been having to throw it a lot more.
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram.
Bro, that nigga, whoever that is, that nigga good. If he would have never slipped off that block, shit, that nigga Ingram still be running.
Inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon,
check
all
that
things
shit there.
considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs,
Yeah, they be on that whole shit.
file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On third down, Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram, the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down now. It's Ingram, and that one blocked.
Hold on 1 minute, nigga. We done ran the ball this whole time. He stopped me on the 1, and all of a sudden this nigga is a superhero on defense. He can stop the run on the regular. Nah, you got me fucked up. I done ran for 150 already, bitch.
Here's Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to
nigga, that pressure's coming, nigga.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3.
Ain't gonna get stopped on the 1 hurt, nigga.
Absolutely.
They hurt.
I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should
And I
lead
missed
you
the
to the
kick.
decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head
Bro,
coach,
you get stopped on the
show
1,
some
it seems like the
confidence in
game
your
get way
team.
harder all of a
You
sudden.
think
Score,
they can go
nigga.
get it.
So it's an old school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side taken in by Galladay. The drive
I can't even run my defense how I want to because this nigga.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
I don't know, Josh, you played with him.
Now Stafford.
He was
This
wide
is Riddick
open.
on the screen. And he'll be brought down.
I know I ain't get a face mask from behind him. How do you face mask somebody from back there, bro? Put me on, man. Let me know something, G.
Take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground.
Pressure coming.
Ooh, I got routed up too, boy. That nigga left me standing still.
Brandon Copeland.
That fucking tight end came out so fast, bro. Like, god damn, he came off the line moving.
Nah, he tripping for that throw.
Jesus Christ. Nigga, it wasn't even them, it was me, like, personally, nigga. That nigga routed me up.
2nd and 19. Here's Stafford. Catch is made.
Bro,
by
this nigga
Hopkins
don't
to the
drop
tight end.
ever. He never drops it.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now, meanwhile,
Why did he 51 stop, bro? It was a pick. Why did he stop?
Winds up falling incomplete.
Not
Damn.
only was the call spot on,
We didn't win them damn
how about the
dog fights of the
execution
game,
of that
nigga.
defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you
He
gotta
make-
try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
If he don't stop, bro,
So
that's a pick.
decent drive there
But this
to
nigga
start
stop.
the
I
third
tipped that he
quarter.
started
They
looking
only
at it.
salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that
This
play.
nigga took my passing game completely away.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, goal 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Let's go!
Marquise Brown, an even 90 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Keep missing kicks. We're
So
supposed to be
from
missing these
back
hoes. This
deep,
shit far
deep
off.
in their
Nah, I
own
went 90
territory,
yards.
all the way
Marquise Brown
into
did.
the end
Nigga
zone.
stepped
Do you
up to
think
press
they
him.
expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a
It's
risk
Tom Brady.
there, right? Taking a
His
chance
pressure
because
so good.
the normal call is take care of the football, run it,
safe.
be safe.
Pop his
Instead,
ass.
they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. To throw is Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson.
Kendrick is a sorry son of a bitch.
What's going to turn out to be the final play of this
He's
third
getting
quarter.
killed by a fucking linebacker. Damn tight end.
It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And he will find his big tight end.
Bro, tell me why I tried to triangle. That hoe say out of reach, nigga.
But not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's a good throw. Fuck, that's a good throw.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing again is Stafford.
Why are you going over the top of this nigga, bro?
15.
Make it make sense.
They're on a roll. It's another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brandon Copeland able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Stafford now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to be back around
Hell
the
yeah.
15-yard line. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words,
hell yeah!
To the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Let's go.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage.
Bree, what's the clock burn rule?
In order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Fights loose.
Ingram, my boy. Let's go, Mark.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right at the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Come on, Mark.
2 minutes left to
Come on,
play
Ingram.
this football game here on EA
Let's go over there.
Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Nigga, you
No
made some
doubt
field
what
goals?
they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This is Ingram on first and
Ingram,
10.
come on, baby. Hit that gap.
The carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tom Brady clutch gene kicked in, nigga. Ingram better finish this motherfucking game.
Maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we?
More first
Because
and
every
Whoa.
coach we talk to
Oh, shit.
says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees.
You really got booted?
Guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We got them now.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. A handoff.
No!
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back them up 2 yards.
You had to burn the time out, fam. I ain't letting you come out with none of
The
them.
Lions now going to use the
Wait, I thought you had one left. What the hell?
As they'll get it with just a shade under a
Oh,
minute
my
to go
God.
in the game. Here's Matt Weil now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Oh, yo, on that field goal? I wanted it moved fast as hell, like everything.
Gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line.
Hell yeah!
1-yard line.
Set. 250. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Crazy.
From the end zone, Stafford.
Yeah!
That is incomplete.
Hell yeah!
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable.
Let's go! Let's go!
Time they've gotten him today, and this one
Let's go, Copeland!
Safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much,
That
does
grandma
it?
finna
But
buzz
it
him in his
means
bitch ass
everything in this situation because now they have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
That nigga grandma about to whoop his ass. Trying to get mad at it. You know, yell it back, nigga. That nigga in the tussle.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the
I know this
first
nigga
of
tired,
their
bro. They ain't trying to
timeouts.
risk a fumble,
That'll
nigga.
leave
Fuck
them with
this.
2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'd rather stop the clock than take a chance of getting popped and fumbling, nigga.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee?
That nigga in the brawl of his life in that nigga.
Question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason.
All right, one last run this ball. Man, you gonna use that timeout or you just holding it, bro?
The miracle of the
Let me know so I can get this shit
All
up.
you had to do was take a knee
All
and
right,
the game was
let me
over.
just get it over.
The Giants ran
That's
it
it.
one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Fuck yeah, man. Good win.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you
Good
from
game,
the time
Bam.
you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them
I got
out
saved
with
by the
big
grace of
time
Mark Ingram,
performance
nigga.
down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them up to 5-2
Nigga, that's early
on
as
the
shit.
year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they suffer their 4th loss so far, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
You got you got to use it, that buddy.
That'll do it for us.
Well,
I'm Brandon
you
Gordon,
mistimed it.
alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Niggas in the fight of their life. Fuck yeah, that's a big win, baby.